Today's theme is movement. We're going to be making a page idea, an embellishment, and a tag. And all of them move. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to my first video of my March Madness Mass Make Junk Journal Challenge. So today I am going to be working with movement. So movement is my page, my tag, and my embellishment idea. And to start off with, I'm going to use the Mellow Yellow digital kit. So this is available in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. It also goes with a kit that I'm going to be putting together for Friday. It'll have napkins and some note papers and things that I've collected. So Friday at the live video, we will have that little sale. And so for my page, I know I want to use the collage page from this kit. And a little FYI, the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop all digitals are on sale through Wednesday. Link is down below in the description box. And then, so just a quick look. It is mellow yellow. It is totally, it's antique, but it looks very retro. Like, I love it with the mustard, and look at that. That is a great tag page. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a great kit. I've also pulled out the at-home kit. Okay, so it has some things that I can use also. It has the girls in it. So, yeah. So those came from the same antique book. And I think it's going to be a great fit. So this is going to be my first page. Now I'm going to need to go through and probably antique this. Look at this. This is borderless. Huh. Wow. Okay, so we're going to be going ahead and putting my movement on top of this. I think we are going to need a back for this, but I think we can do that later. I'm thinking sewing pattern paper added to the back. Okay, so for our movement, I'm going to use, so this will be my Dear Julie Julie digital, the page, because I'm making the page first. This is a dictionary, and we're going to go ahead and attach this to this. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to this, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch it, because that'll get us another. So here we'll have dictionary, then we'll have movement. Well, movement is our page idea. So we'll have dictionary. We have our Dear Julie Julie digital. I'm going to stitch around this so that to make sure that it stays. So that will give us mend, and that'll be our 2 things. And then we're going to need to add 3 more things to this. Okay. And underneath I have scrapbook paper with lines on it. Okay, scrapbook paper with lines on it. Okay, and that's going to make a great back for our tag when it comes time for our tag. We'll go ahead and get in here, line it up, cut it off. That gives me a piece for my tag. let's see how this, perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead. This is going to flip up. Okay. So flip up. This is going to flip down. Okay. I'm going to go stitch around the outside of this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have stitched that. And so it will be a flip up, flip down. But now we need to add movement. So, yeah. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out my metal ruler. Maybe. There it is. It was sideways, so I couldn't see it. Okay, I'm going to need my... Okay, so this is kind of tight here. My cutting mat. Okay, so let's see. What else do we got going on over here? I could use this because it'll match, sort of. If I use some of the peach pages, it would match. Okay, I'm going to grab the... Okay. Still learning where things are or how they should be in this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come over here and grab my cutter. I remember seeing this on, like, I hope I do it right. Okay. Tik Tok or something a while back. Okay. So I missed that because it moved over, but I think I can use my... So this is the piece that comes down, okay? So I am going to go ahead and use my scissors to get up in there and get... Yeah, okay. Oh, let's straighten that out. Okay, so that's going to give me that. Then I'm going to come down here. My line did not line up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a pen. And I know I want it to end at the, let's see, it's like 80 million papers and not a single one that I can write on, right? Isn't that how it works? Let's grab something out of the trash. I know, I'm shocked I threw something away. No, actually, I threw several things away yesterday. I was like, okay, we're cleaning off the lint. Okay. You know what? This is my super smooth pen. I don't need a super smooth. I just need a pen. Okay. We're going to have it come here. Okay. I'm going to come down to about here. Okay. There we go. Now come to the other side. Come across, come across. And hopefully we can pull that up and out. Okay. So we have that slit and that slit. Yay! Okay, now we need a little scrap. They just used a white scrap, but I'm kind of thinking it might be this might actually work really well with, I don't want to use it something that's going to be that good, but look at this. Okay. This will give me 2 of these, so if one doesn't work. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So this is going to be the bottom. It's going to go like this. Let's let it go across a little bit deeper. Okay. Okay. So we've got this. I'm going to go ahead and fold it across. Okay. Okay, so I just folded it over. What I'm hoping is we can go ahead and go like this. We'll get this, and then this will come out like this. And that's too far apart. Do you see that? Okay. The 2 pieces have to be right next to each other. Okay, and then this folds over like that. Okay. How can they be right next to each other? Okay, I'm going to move it in a little. Bloopers are included. We're figuring this out all together. Okay, there we go. See this? This right here needs to be right up against each other. Okay. I am going to go ahead and cut this down. Okay. So what's going to happen is we put this up through here. Okay, like this. Okay, so it's a little bit, I'm going to cut it down a little. I'm going to cut a little off the top and a little off the bottom. That way I can straighten it out because it wasn't straight. Okay, so we'll do that again. Put it through here. And you'll see this is going to be able to move up, and it's going to be our closure. Okay, so we need something that we're going to be able to move up. And you know what? Got this Dare to Dream. I think the butterfly. I was going to do a butterfly. I think a butterfly is better. You know what? Let's look in here. Okay. I need to put a knob on this instead of this tack. It's getting to where it's hard to open and close. Okay, so I have this butterfly. I think that'll be good. This is a Dear Julie Julie digital, so this would have counted as my Dear Julie Julie digital. Okay, so this is movement. Now this is something you could make and have these ready, have a few of these ready. So as a mass make, you could go ahead and, so we're just going to put our butterfly right on there. Okay, there we go. I think I want to move, I want this to go down further. Okay. I'm going to close that up, put it away. It just has a whole bunch of tiny things in it. Oh, there goes my page. Do not lose the page. Okay. Okay, so that way it has more room to go down in the, okay, like this. It comes all the way down, and we just move our butterfly up. Sure we do. There we go. Just like that. Okay, you can just sit and be the closure, and then this goes on the page. Our flip up, flip down with our moving butterfly. So movement. And like I said in the details video, one of the things you could do here is that fun waterfall that goes up and down. Okay, so there we go. And that becomes a pocket because I love pockets and I cannot lie. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to grab my list. And I'm going to grab, I haven't printed out the list yet from, I did use the list from Dawn. So if you're in the group, there is and I did so. Okay, so I can mark those off that I've done them. And over here, for movement on the page, I used mend and meaning. Okay. And I did already use my Dear Julie Julie digital. That's the background. So I just, okay. Okay, we need to add our 3 other things. I kind of like this ticket, but I think we'll save it, but I like it. Okay, I have this sticker that I think goes along really well, and it'll get it off my page. Okay, so that's that. I have this that says priceless. Okay, so this is an acetate sticker. You guys, I'm going to be using, we get to use everything from our stash. And I am going to be using, because of clearing out my craft room, I have a lot of things that we can go ahead and use. This is our sticker. Now, how far down? See, we want it to be able to come all the way down. So we're going to go ahead and put our sticker here. Okay. Now, usually you'll see me put everything crumbled up in a line. Okay. Now I have the washi, and this, if I add this along the bottom down here, that could bring the two pieces together by touching. Okay, so washi, sticker, acetate, and I'm oh well, you know, when things happen, things happen. I'll just take that off. We have this little piece of measuring from that from the piece that we cut off. Why not, right? Okay, so this can come down. You've got place to write. Okay, and then you just put your butterfly back up. There we go, and he holds it. Okay, so that's our movement. Movement number 1. And so next, for movement number 2, I'm going to grab this. These are all cardstock, which is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, we've got the clock. Looking for a tag. Okay, these are bookmarks. 4 in a row is bookmarks. 3 in a row is tags. Large pages. Mini journal kit. All the tinies. Okay, here's, I think this will be a good one. Okay. And I don't think we need this at this time. Okay. Okay, this is for a tag. For a tag, we'll go with the butterfly. Okay, we need to get all the outside off. This will also make it so this tag is a better size for this journal. So, yeah, I've really had a hard time. I did not know what I was going to do. I had no idea. So, starting out this this challenge, just so you know, had no idea. None. No idea what I was going to do. Okay, so we're going to be doing movement. Okay. I'm going to add this on top of this, and that will be mounted. Okay. I showed you in the details video, I showed you the difference between mounted and matted. No, in the Friday video. Friday's video, I showed you the difference between mounted and matted. It was the Friday freebie. I'll try and remember to put it down below. Okay, so here we go. This is mounted. I'm going to put it right on top. Okay. So mounted, we have our Dear Julie Julie digital. And okay, now for this one, our movement, you know what? I'm going to use, this is our mosaic. This is the one that I showed you in the digital, in the, okay, I think it's going to go on this side. Okay. And then after I get it on here, I'll cut the edge. Actually, these edges are not, they are not right. Let's pull out our, see if we can, yeah, we'll use this one, okay? Let's see if it works. Well, it'll work there. Will it work over here? Yep. Make sure we're straight and straight. This little tool is from Spectrum Art Creations. There we go. I love these because they're see-through. And yes, you can do cutting corners and stuff with a credit card or whatever. But I really like that. Okay. So I could see pen. Okay. So we are going to want to cut this tag. Let's see, right about here. Okay. Put it in. Okay. So we are going to make a hinge mechanism for movement. I'm going to go ahead and use my 1-inch circle punch. And this is a 5/16 hole punch. One of my favorite things that I purchased in an odd place. I bought this at a True Value hardware store. Okay, so I've got my large round and my small round, and I guess I got a couple that fell out of the thing. So we're going to take the round, we're going to put the little round on top and draw around it. Okay, draw around. Okay, we'll come over here, draw around. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and We've done this before a few years ago. So I remember that I did it. I think it was in the, like All About the Base or the Bases kit challenge. The base challenge. I think. I remember that I used the copper tags that we're using for the bird journal. Okay, now you're going to take your 2 pieces and you're going to go ahead and bring them together. Then I'm going to take my 2 pieces okay, and I'm going to figure out if that's the center. I'm going to go ahead and put a hole. I'm trying to center it. Trying. Okay. Then you're going to bring this up through, and you saw I used the green on this side. I remember that was one thing about what I did before is you could see I used like the white side of the paper. Okay, so we're coming through and then opening it up. Sure we are. Bloopers are included, just so that you all know that you can do this. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to add our glue onto these pieces, and you could have them be a little bigger. That probably would have even been smart. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece, we're going to add it on top. Okay, and I'm trying to center it. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this and make my tag. All even. Okay. Okay. And then for the great reveal of what it does, we're going to put the lid on the thing. So movement, we have movement. Okay. This is what you've got. So now you're going to be able to write on there, write on here. Plus, when you take your mosaic, remember I cut this, or I showed you how I was making it in the video, and it was on the desk, and I was trying to do other things. I was like, oh, I just need to put it on something. So I had put it on this tag, and there you're able to go ahead and move it over. Now, you know, I went ahead and just jumped and started doing things. I need a background, an under page. Okay. And we're going to need ink. And I have not moved the ink drawer yet. It's way over here. Thing is I just need to get everything back in here because my time in the garage is up. Okay, so I have a dauber. Now we need the actual ink. And I've got Distress Oxide. I guess I can use that. Okay. Okay, so I should have done this before. I didn't. So what do you do when you decide afterwards? Okay. You just You just go with it. It's all good. Okay. I'll have to... I'm just stressing the grout. Okay. There we go. Now let's... put these edges. So this is my mosaic. Okay, so I inked. So we have mosaic and we have mounted as my two things. I have my Dear Julie Digital is here. And we have inked. And you know what? We should have sewn around the outside of that. That would have been cool. But we didn't. So let's see. What else can we add here? I'm thinking some words might be kind of cool down here. I don't know what my theme is yet, though. So let's see. Do we have... I kind of like that. Kind of like that. And I'm thinking that this needs a butterfly. I might have to pull out the butterfly garden kit. That's the one where you get the butterflies, all different sizes, and then you get all different kinds of flowers to go along with it. Possibly. Okay, that gives me that. It doesn't really... Oh, what about a sticker? I don't know where it went. I had a butterfly sticker sitting here that I pulled out of. Aha, there it is. Yeah, we'll go ahead. So that gives me a sticker. So inking and a sticker. Okay. Okay. And you know, we've been using that washi tape. Let's go ahead and use that washi tape. Across the bottom. You know, I like numbers. So there we go. Okay, so that is my tag movement. Okay, now I'm thinking I need a tag topper, kind of like that. I think we'll just do that. We'll just make a messy tag topper. Messy tag topper using cheesecloth. Okay, and we did say that cheesecloth counts as mesh. So tulle, cheesecloth, netting, mesh. Okay. Okay, so I've got washi, I've got inking, and I've got a sticker as my three things. I have mosaic and mounted as my two M-list items. And my Dear Julie Digital is the base, as well as this came from a Friday freebie. So that is my movement card using a hinge. If you don't have, I mean, you could use a brad, but a brad is going to be more bulky, and, you know, we were able to use a scrap there. So that is my tag, and I think it's really fun. Yeah, so we'll add that over here with our page that we finished. And we're going to move on to our embellishment. Okay, so this is the piece that I practiced on. So we are going to go ahead and use this to make something. Yeah, something. Let's see. I'm looking for, this will work. Okay, we'll go with this. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cover this. Maybe. There we go. And yes, again, this is another thing that you should do beforehand, but I'm just trying to use up the things that I don't... One of the things after doing all this clearing and cleaning and organizing of my craft room that I have discovered is that things don't need to, I don't need to have the leftovers. There's so many leftovers. After I do anything, there's leftovers. And so, okay, we're going to use the new Teflon scissors from Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. I love these. I love the color. They work so good. And they are a relic now. They're from Joann's. Okay. Okay, so I have this ready. So I did the hinge just like the other one. And I have glued this little tag onto the two little pieces. And I have the mechanism working there. We are going to make a paper clip. So I need this to be... You know what we could do? Oh my gosh, I just had an idea. Okay. We take this and come up and we can fold this over. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up and fold it over. Bring it up, fold it over. It might be too thick, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'm going to put this in. And I'm not going to put it up all the way up. You see, I'm going to leave a little space there. And that is going to give me the little bit of fold on the top. Okay, so I have the fold on the top. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab, you know what? I'm going to grab from, I need to pull out a new set of... These are amazing paper clips. They are size 1 steel paper clips. And they're skinnier than like the ones that I have purchased at the store. So they don't have as much bulk. And they are a little bit longer. So, okay. So they're thinner. We're going to go ahead and put this on here. Okay. Then I'm going to take another, oh, where'd it go? I had a second yellow tag. Oh no. Might have to use something else. Because, okay. Oh, here's this one. This one has bubbles on it. Okay, but it gives us a second yellow tag. Okay. Hopefully I'm doing this right. So this is my embellishment for movement. And I am going to do the round hinge like we did for the tag. Okay, so the thing about having a punch is all, everything is, it's all uniform. Tag punch is wonderful. I have a few. I have a couple of label tag punches that are great. Okay, now I need to also put a piece here. I'm just going to use this. I hope it'll cut. Sometimes punches don't like copy paper, When that happens, that means you just need to cut more than one. Okay. Okay, and I like to use the fabric tag when I'm going around because of the gel. It grabs all the way around. I used to use hot glue whenever I did paper clips. I got burnt really bad. Not fun. Okay, so there. Now, if you wanted to add a little something to the top of this right before I put this on, that would have been a good place to do that. Okay, so I have myself a hidden tag right here. Okay. We are going to go ahead and we're going to put our glue on the mechanism. And you get to pick whatever embellishment you want to make. Okay, now I'm going to line it up to my other tag and put it on the mechanism. Okay, so line it up to my other tag, put it on the mechanism. Okay. And the one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come along this edge because the mechanism doesn't touch this edge. Okay, I'm going to come along this edge and glue it down. Because remember, my paperclip part is all on one side. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. Okay, so this will go back over to there. Okay, I do not need this to come out this far. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it across there. Cut it there. And we'll make it part of that. Okay, so this little piece moves around inside there, and we have a paper clip on this back side. Okay, just gotta, there we go. Okay, so this back side is a paper clip. Okay, and the front side is fun. So you could go ahead and put a little peekaboo something there if you wanted to. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's kind of different. Now we could go ahead and put something through up there, because there is room. Okay, so let's go ahead. Remember that daydream ticket that we had? I'm going to go ahead, and this is a stamped image. Okay. The colors are perfect. Probably need to ink things before I do this. Okay, but that'll give us that. And it says Daydream. Okay, so let's give it a, again, should have done this, but remember I didn't plan I didn't plan on using the example, but I'm glad I did. I think that okay, and we've got this. You can write under here. Okay, so that looks good. Then we'll put this under here. Give it all an inky dink. Then that's from the sticker. Okay. Okay, and you could have it sit like that. Okay, so stamped image is going on. We've got a paper clip, which is metal. Let's see what we've got from, okay. Okay, go ahead and do that. Our list. Okay, so our paper clip is metal, so we can mark that off. We used metal. Let's see. And then for the other side, okay, got that. Okay, got music. So that will be our two things. Our theme is movement. We've got our movement. This is the embellishment for movement. Okay. We'll still need a Dear Julie Julie digital. Go. Got music. And then what if we get into, do we have, how far in are the small pages? Nope. we'll just start a page that we can use. I want one with some little tiny pieces. Okay, well, looks like this is where the... So again, this is the mellow yellow. Okay, there's the mini tags. That is mini journal. Mini journal. There we go. That's what we want, I think. Yep. We want this page. Tiny things. Now remember, you off your tiny pages, you can also, you can cut and make a card out of like a page like that. Okay, we have music. I think the bird cage would be fun with music, or the frame. I think we're going to go with the frame because it's easy to get to. Okay, pull it off here. So this is the micro mini page from Mellow Yellow, and we'll go ahead and grab this. There, that gives us our Dear Julie digital. Let's see, we also added lined paper, scrapbook paper, inking. We are good to go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that on like that. Trim. Okay. So movement, and my embellishment is a paper clip. We use the round hinge idea. I am going to go ahead, and there's a whole lot going on here. Cut all that off. Okay. So it goes like that, but then it also is a hidden paper clip. So it'll go on somewhere like that, and then on this side they'll have that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and use a Dear Julie word. This is from a Friday freebie. The word hope. Okay, so we did movement today, and I think it turned out really fun. So let's grab our page idea, our tag, and our... Where's our tag? There's our tag. Okay, and we used up some of what would have been scraps, okay? I used the mosaic from the details video, and I had put it, after the video, I put it on a tag because it was laying here on the desk. And so we had... for this was our Dear Julie digital. Our movement is our circle hinged mount there. And our two items, we mounted this paper, and we have our mosaic. Okay, so mounted and mosaic were from our M list. Then we inked, we have a sticker, and we had washi tape. Okay, we had other things too, but that was for our tag. Let's see, let's make sure that we do this because it will not be fun. It will not be fun if our glues are dried up. So it's a full moon. have not heard any baby watch stuff today, so of course it's still very, very early. I believe the full moon is tonight, but I would have to look it up. Okay, so we did our paper clip. I just explained that. Our movement again was the round hinge, and we did a hidden paper clip on this side, and then the hinged was on the other side. So fun. And then here our movement is the butterfly, and we have a flip up, flip down with a slit in it so that the butterfly can just fly up there and hold it. We have a sticker, washi tape, and the acetate piece, and now we have a place that we can put a tag. Okay, so this tag could go right in there, and yeah, so that is today's video. Our page idea, our tag, and an embellishment, all movement. I think it was really fun. Do you have a favorite? Let us know down below. And yeah, I hope you're hanging out with us. The details video for the March Madness Mass Make Junk Journal Challenge is in the description box down below. It's where you'll find out what we're doing, how to do it, well, some of how to do it, and where to go so that you can join us. So all of that information is in that video. Again, I showed you the difference between mounted and matted for this challenge in Friday's freebie video. And I kept saying hint, hint. So, yeah, so this is, I think it's pretty exciting. And it looks like I'm going to be doing a mellow yellow journal. Yay! So, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. Have an amazing day. Oh, the digitals are all on sale in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. The link to that is down below. I'll also put it in the chat if you're here at the premiere. And wish me luck. I have to get everything, all the rest of the craft room has to come out of the garage today. And so that's going to be interesting and fun. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.